Hello YouTube, Parfait here, and today we are doing a video that's a little bit unorthodox, but it's still kind of relevant to the content that this channel usually has. I'm kind of just recording this on the whim, just to get my opinions out in the way. But yeah, okay, so Genshin Impact, Nod-Krai has been out for about a month now, and with the new region, there comes a lot of ships. So, as somebody who consumes the fandom, okay, I am going to give my opinion and my takes on these ships, and I'm gonna rank them on a tier list because, well, you know, the new Nod-Krai ships, I wanted to talk about them, and people seem to like it when I talk about ships. So, yeah, this is what we've come to. Normally, I would have a special guest with me, but we have no one, okay, so we're stuck with just myself for now. So this is gonna be just me yapping and making a bunch of opinions on stuff. Just like with the last shipping videos, don't take anything too seriously, okay? You're allowed to like whatever, don't take it seriously. Okay, this is just my personal take on these Nod-Krai ships. So I don't have a list with me, so I'm kind of just gonna come up with these ships as we go along. We're gonna start off with the criteria for what I think makes for a good ship. I have three main criteria in mind. The first one is the canon, the second one is the fanon, and the third one is, this one's more subjective, but it's just aesthetics. The first one, the canon, have these characters met before? Call me boring, okay? But as somebody who values narrative writing and stuff in the game more than anything else, these characters have to have at least met before so that the ship makes sense within the canon. And in the canon, are their interactions enjoyable? Are their interactions bad? Are they romantic? Are they queer-coded? Are they funny? Are they nice and have a nice dynamic together and it's just a nice vibe every time you see them together? Second one is fanon. This one, like the stuff that I see on the socials and the stuff that I see just out there, is it nice? Do I like looking at it? Do I actively like seeking out for it? So yeah, that's the fandom side. That's the second criteria. And the third one is more subjective, but they have to be aesthetically pleasing together. If they don't look good together, then I don't like the ship. So the first one we're gonna talk about is Laufer. Honestly, I see it. I get why people like it. And in the Archon quest, there are some few lines that are sus of each other. Kind of like Nefer kind of has a soft spot for Llama. And sometimes people interpret that as exes. Some people interpret that as like, oh, a soft spot. In the game, they are very nice to have together. They are very nice when they are on screen. Do I think they look aesthetically pleasing together? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think they look good together, but it's not horrible. I see a bunch of people that are like in love with this ship, but I don't really think that I don't think it's that amazing as people put it out to be, because if other than a few lines here and there, they don't really have much going for them. In the Archon quest, I really like Llama as a character, but Nefer's character, I feel like, is just okay. It can exist. It's inoffensive. I'm not in love with it, but I see why people would like it, and it's not bad. It's probably like the mid of mid. I would probably say B tier for Laufer, because Laufer, yeah, like as I said everything, Laufer's not bad, not amazing, it's just nice to look at occasionally. Okay, the second one that we are talking about is Arlabina. I have to say that I do like this ship a tad bit more than Laufer. I like Worshipper x Deity. In the game, they are really nice to have together. They really haven't talked much on screen, but they have talked off screen. It is really nice to have these two come together. Llama's basically helping the moon goddess, and Columbina's just like kind of just appreciating the help. It's nice to have. It's nice to think about. The fanon, I honestly haven't seen too much about this. I wouldn't say that I haven't seen too much about it. I would say I haven't seen it as much as Laufer, because Laufer is like the most popular ship. Laufer is the definitive Yuri ship of Nod-Krai, kind of like how Inazuma has Amiko, Fontaine has Clarivia. The thing is with Arlabina, I think we just need to see more of them, because they haven't talked that much on screen, like I said. We just need to see more of them. So maybe in future patches, when the Archon quest is like fully finished, we can see them interact more, and maybe more people start to catch on to Arlabina. So Arlabina, I like what it's going for. I like the dynamics. I like how Llama's actually how the two interact, or at least what we've implied that they interacted with, because Llama does want to help Columbina. She did hide her away. So Arlabina's going in the A tier. I think it's just a tad bit better than Laufer. If this tier list had like A plus, B plus, A minus, it would probably be A minus tier. but it doesn't have that, so we're just gonna put it at A, okay? The next ship we bring up is Inahod. Now, this ship hasn't always been super popular. It actually recently just started getting traction because I think a few artists out there who popularized the ship. Yeah, Yehoda is a really good character. Inefa is also a really good character, and their interactions in the game, I honestly haven't seen much of it, but from the screenshots that I have seen, it's amusing. Like, it's not god tier, but it does have something going for it, which I think is nice. You know, Yehoda and Inefa are both really funny characters, so I think having them to be together, I think that would be gold on screen. It's not the best ship, but it's not terrible. Inahod is cute. Like, there's really nothing bad that I can say about it, so I would say that it goes in the same tier as Laufer does. Okay, the next ship that we have to talk about is Flama. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it doesn't have anything going for it. They haven't interacted in game. The fandom side, it's quite popular on the fandom side, honestly. I've seen a lot of Flama work, but like it doesn't really within the game they don't really interact with each other, and it doesn't really resonate with me. But at least they look good together. There's nothing else that I can really say to that. Okay, the next ship that we have is Sanbina. Sanjone and Columbina, I think is really funny, and I think it's really cute. It's kind of like Inahod if Inahod was like top tier. I think that Sanbina is really funny, and I think it's really cute together how they interact on screen. I also like how they knew each other's personalities, you know? Like, Columbina talks about like, oh, you fucking, when you stayed up one night because you were upset at your research, so you stayed inside your room all day. And then Columbina's like singing, and then Sandrone got pissed at Columbina because she was singing or something. I think it's really funny. Rage Baiter x Rage Baited. Would I say that it's S tier though? I mean, S tier is kind of the tippity top. Is Sanbina the tippity top? I don't know if it is. I don't know if I like really would love it. I would say that it goes in A tier. I wouldn't say that it's top S tier, okay? It has to be really good for me to put it in S tier on a personal level. The next ship that we have to talk about is Varkafli's, or Nightlight if you want to call it that. Varka hasn't been released yet, so I can't say anything about I can't say anything about the canon. Do they look aesthetically pleasing together? I don't think so. So Varkafli's, I'm sorry, it's gonna go in E tier. Next ship that we have is Traveler Llama. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's called like Llama Lumi, or maybe it's called like Llama. Okay, Llama Traveler is super underrated. Guys, you need to hear me out on this. Llama Traveler is super underrated. In the canon, Llama's entire character arc is based around Traveler helping Llama and helping Llama like discover herself, having a shoulder to lean on, because she's the only person who can carry the weight of like suspecting that there's a fake sky, or suspecting that the moon goddess is not as big of a deal as she really is. Traveler is really important to Llama's character development. That's the reason why I also love Navia Traveler so much. Navia's whole character development is based around Traveler helping them and having a shoulder to lean on during tough times. That's what Llama Traveler is going for. I see like nothing of them, and it's mind-boggling because it feels like it should be stronger. It feels like it should have more attention than it is, but Llama Traveler is like really strong. You have to dive deep into it, okay? To say that it's S tier is a little bit much, but I would put it at high A tier. It's like a really good traveler ship, okay? Llama Traveler is super underrated though, and I wish more people would get on it. Speaking of traveler ships, let's discuss Columbina Traveler. Sort of like with Llama Traveler, Columbina does have a shoulder to... Columbina does find comfort in the traveler's presence. Is it as strong as Llama Traveler? I can't say that it is, because I feel like we just need to see more of them. I mean, I get it. Columbina's arc isn't complete yet, okay? Columbina's starting to learn because of Traveler and because of Llama. I would put it in B tier, honestly. Columbina and Traveler. Now, I know that some people say that, like, oh, Columbina's waifu bait now because she's with Traveler. Shut up! Shut up, all of you! She's fine, okay? If it works, then it works, okay? Now, this next one is also kind of underrated, but it's Flin's Columbina. I don't know what the ship name of it is. Maybe it's Flinbina. That's probably it. But Flinbina, I think it's alright. I would put it in C tier just from the vibes alone. They don't really talk to each other until the very end of the quest. However, the little screen time that we do get of Flinbina it's kind of cute. Flynn's is really well-mannered, like very eloquent speech, very, very polite. He's like, oh, this young lady here must have saved us from the fucking Rayrear. I must thank you, young lady. Columbina's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I kind of like what they have going on. They're not there for long, but it's inoffensive. Okay, speaking of Rayrear, Rayrear X Flynn's. I'm gonna put in E tier. I can't see it. I really can't see it. Now this next ship is not really a Nod-Krai ship, but it kind of is. Arlabina. If you were to ask me a long time ago, if you were to ask me if I liked Arlabina, I would have said that it was fine. Arlabina's like I would have said Arlabina's inoffensive, but I wouldn't have said that I loved the ship. But now that Columbina is actually in the game and we have a little bit more confirmation, I think it's better now. Arlabina, I wouldn't put it in S tier, but I'd say it's better now. If you were to ask me, I would have said that Arlabina would have been like B tier. Columbina does give a little bit of insight to Arlecchino's character. Now that we've actually seen Arlecchino in game 2, Columbina was actually really close to Arlecchino. Columbina was close to all the Fatui girls. Columbina and Arlecchino, it's gotten better now. It's going in A tier. This is kind of the end of the list because I've covered all of the big ships that I've seen so far. This is just going to be a little extra tidbit, but we're just going to talk about ships that I didn't cover initially in my shipping video because there were some that we missed. First ship that we missed in the original videos was Ryrand. To say that Wriothesley and Clorand have nothing to work with is not true. It is cool to see them, and I do think that they look good together, the purple and the black aesthetic. I do think it looks nice. In the fandom, I don't really find myself wanting to see Ryrand. Like, it's inoffensive. I just see it, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it's fine. In the game, they do know each other, and they do talk. They are friends. But that's like about it in the canon. Fundamentally, Chlorivia is a better ship, but Ryrand, it also has some strong points going to it, but it's not as strong, you know? I would put it in B- tier, but again, we don't have... I would put Ryrand in B tier. Next up is Arlvi. Arlvi, I'm gonna put it in S tier. I personally love Arlvi. It's the tragic Yuri in that short animated short. Arlecchino's like really like she avenges Claire V, and you know the Claire V. When we grow up, can we see the stars together? It's like, it's really sad. Arlecchino's story quest where she still has a soft spot for Claire V. It's like, it's genuinely like touching. I would probably put it in my top 10. I don't know what the top 10 is, but I would put it in top 10. All right, next ship we have is Jean-Luc. I think it's fine. Would I say that it's better than Ryrand? I don't think it would. I don't really think about it that much anymore. Like, if I see it, then I'll probably just like scroll past it. It does have really strong stuff going for it in the canon. I'll put Jean-Luc in C tier. It's fine. Okay, I'll do an honorary Scarabado ship for one of my friends because he really likes Scarabado. I like to clown on him a lot for liking Scarabado, but honestly, it does have stuff going for it, and they are teased to be in Nod-Krai together. So you know what? Honestly, I'll just give it an honorary. I'll give it an honorary C tier. But I'm not gonna put it in B tier. Let's not get crazy here. But it's not gonna be in E tier anymore. There are Natlan ships, but I don't think that I want to talk about Natlan ships in this video. I think that deserves its own video in itself. So we're just gonna leave it here. And by the way, if any of you are asking, nope, I still haven't played Cyno's second story quest, so Scarasethos is still gonna be unranked. Yeah, that's it for this video. There's not much else to say. That I was just giving out my opinions on the ships. Be nice to everyone in the comment section. Be nice to me. Be nice to each other. It's okay. Okay. Bye bye.